I mean, we've got a bunch of things written down, and you were bringing it back to me. We do have a business model, Chris, you were saying. I was like, well, yeah, but it needs a little bit more structure. It needs a little bit more definition. It needs a little bit more this and that. And you just kind of pulled it back and said, like, yeah, we do have something, and that's kind of what it is for now. And it will sort of like, it will unfold as we go along, which is so true. But it's just part of my design. Though I'm designed with this particular um, activation that's all about structuring, bringing the unknown, these ideas, these concepts. That's just it's sort of nebulous, but it means something, but it's not quite fully concrete in a way. Well, at least that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it is in your mind, right, Chris? But
Well, you know,
but it,
it's again, as you look at my essence, as I mentioned before, as a projector, for me, it's, oh, you got to have business, you got to do business right, and it's planning and structuring. But what I'm kind of surrendering to, I guess, in the context of this enlightened conversation, if you want to call it that, is, I think that as we serve with an authentic heart-based essence, that especially these days, as we innovate and try things new, let's give it a go, right? So I can be wrapped around the axle around being pragmatic and business oriented, and I've done that, but I don't know. I think that in the context of a business model, let's serve the way our hearts are compelling us to serve, right? In that context. How does that strike you, Elena?
Powerful in the sense that I felt like I've been reaching. There's all of these different things that we see out there, the ascension model, especially when we talk about digital marketing and being able to do things online, these mastermind groups and all of that. But what I'm really coming to is simplifying. Because when we simplify and when we do something really well, we don't necessarily need that ascension, because what I see happening is, what if just having a conversation, whether that's that first like getting acquainted call, or whether it's a conversation in a coffee shop, even if somebody doesn't do business with us, they see us for who we are, and then that brings more into our circle. And from there, we have what we need to just simplify and reiterate and make really distill what we have down to its pure essence, so that the people that come to us get the most pure and impactful form of what we can be and what we can offer.
so right on. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with all of it. Um, for my description was also describing the those activations that are there, and even though I know that I can feel that thing in me, it's like about structuring, about I just can't help but see that and feel that. It's just part of my nature. The question is, whether I act on it or not, or how I act on it, how I approach those things. But it's there, the feelings and the inspiration, the insights and stuff. They come, and so yes, you're right. It's just really about really just simplifying. And from this work of design work, it speaks about just following your strategy and honoring one's inner authority, which is about going about it in that way that's really, it's your body is really, it's the thing that's really taking us forward or not, and it's about listening to that, and if you're not getting this sense of time to move, for us as generators, and in Chris's sense, it's a little different, and I mean it's similar, but it's different in the sense that his orientation is all about being so focused, and recognition is just a theme of his nature. Recognition. He just here to be recognized, and here to recognize through this focused aspect of his nature. And so it brings it gives us a real incredible ability to really guide the process, through this recognition. And so I like watching all of this, I like observing it, and to be able to report about it, to be able to share the story, because it's a capacity. And then, you know, yeah, I can get in trouble with my structuring nature. So I learned to just just calm that down a little bit. Just wait. Wait your turn. Wait till you're invited. So yeah, just wanted to share that.
And it's funny, as I resonate with this, the word being, the word compelled is coming to mind. I feel compelled, you know, and you know, as we talk about my style and my body type and my design or whatever, um, as a human being, I'm just, there's these human instincts that compel me to do things. Some of them may be more righteous than others, right? But in the context of this group we're pulling together in the conversation we're having, I'm just feeling compelled to do it because it's the right thing to do, right?
And that's
Then
exactly what
back
I'm
to
talking about. Yeah.
yeah, but back to the business model. Well, is it the right thing to do from a business model? I'm not really entertaining that right now. I'm just kind of like, let's kind of see where it goes. It's like wind
Hmm.
in the sails, right? So, well, let's just see
Well,
where it
and
goes.
yeah, and jumping in on that with what I hear you saying is you're asking yourself what you want, and then also being able to ask other people what they want, or even like bringing me into this too. That's an aspect of we get to read every place that we look. We get to notice every place that we look, and from that we understand what our next steps need to be. And that's one thing that I find when I start looking around and seeing all of these different things going on, that I forget that I can simplify way down to, okay, what does this mean for me? What do I actually want to be doing? And then checking in with the people that I serve. Well, hey, what do you guys want? What more do you need from me? And letting that be the guiding power. And when I talk about a business model of curiosity, all of that is all that is having the curiosity to notice what's next.
Right. It's like a
Awareness.
possibilities mindset, right? Curiosity around what the possibilities are, and I don't know, right? I don't know I mean, I can imagine what they are. I can imagine that we can have peace on earth and all that stuff, but that's the wonderful realm of, you know, innovative possibilities, is you just immerse yourself in the wonderfulness of it and just let it flow, which is, I think, what we're up to here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And but if we bring it, to one of the topics I think we wanted to broach on, and I think what I think you delineated from what Elena spoke about last week regarding business, right? I think that was part of the
Yeah.
topic. So, what are businesses, what are some of the issues that business leaders are facing today? And, I mean, it's so widespread, amongst small businesses, amongst large businesses, amongst even governments, the the business of our world, what are the issues that we're facing in terms of relationships, in terms of uh, production, in terms of, the ability to, you know, communication, which is a major problem. I mean, anything else you'd like to add to that?
Well, actually, hold on. That's a good point, Richard. We'll do that next time.
Which one?